Hi, algebra 2. This is rad 5 notes. So if I multiply these together, I get root 36, which just simplifies to 6. This becomes third root of 125, and that's a perfect cube, so that's just 5 for an answer. If I FOIL this out, I'm going to get root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which is 2, minus 3 root 2, plus 3 root 2. I should have been a 2, sorry about that. Minus 9. These cancel out, so I'm going to get 2 minus 9, which is negative 7. I'm not too worried about these. So again, we're going to start talking about rationalizing the denominators. So for this first problem, I'm going to multiply both top and bottom by root 2 and root 2. So 3 times root 2 is 3 root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4, so that's 2. Check outside, see if you can reduce. You can't. That's done. This one, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by root 5, root 5. So I'm going to get root 3 times root 5 is root 15. That will not break down. Root 5 times root 5 is root 25. Root 25 is 5. There's nothing to reduce outside. This one I'm going to multiply top and bottom by root 3 and root 3. So that's going to get on top, give me 4 root 6. This 6 will not break down. Over root 3 times root 3 is 3 because it's root 9. So it comes out to 3, so it's 15. Check to see if 4 and 15 will reduce. It will not. On this one, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by root 5b and root 5b. So on top, I'm going to get root 10ab. 10 will not break down. Root 5b times root 5b is root 25b squared, which is just 5b. Nothing to reduce outside or inside in this case. So as you come down, I'm going to multiply this. I know that our third root of 8 is a perfect cube, so I'm going to multiply top and bottom by that. So I'm going to get 5 third root of 4 over third root of 8, which is 2. 5 and 2 did not reduce. That's done there. I know that root 27, third root of 27 is going to be a perfect cube. So on top, I'm going to get third root of 21. On bottom, I'm going to get third root of 27, which is going to be 3. Nothing to reduce outside. Then here, what I want to do is I want to multiply by something called the conjugate, okay? So that's going to be 2 minus root 7. So notice I changed the sign. That was a positive, now it's a negative. Distribute here, so that's going to give me 6 minus 3 root 7. On bottom, that's going to be 2 times 2, which is 4, plus 2 root 7, minus 2 root 7, minus root 49, which is 7. Those cancel. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. Now, something I want you to see. 3 divides into everything, okay? So that's going to give me 2 minus root 7 over negative 1. So change that to negative 2 plus root 7 to make it not a fraction. So this basically comes up here and here. Okay, so the conjugates are the opposite value. So on this one, I'm going to multiply root 3 plus root 2. Notice it's a minus here, it's plus here. Root 3 plus root 2. Distribute this over. So that's going to give me negative root 15 plus, or minus, because there's a negative sign there, root 10. On bottom, I'm going to get root 3 times root 3, which is root 9. That's 3. This is going to give me negative 2 root 3. This is going to give me positive root 6. And the last is going to give me, hang on, I messed up here. Hang on, let me go back. Let me redo these. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. Root 3 times root 2 is root 6 minus root 6 minus root 4. So that's 3. That's 2. Those cancel. 3 minus 2 is 1. So this is your answer right here. You can keep it over 1 if you wanted to. So the conjugate of this is going to be 2 plus root 7. The conjugate of this one is root 3 minus root 2. So we're going to do the conjugates down here. That's going to be root 5 plus root 2 and root 5 plus root 2. And if you FOIL it out on top, I'm going to get 4 root 5 plus 4 root 2. And that's going to give me root 10. That's going to give me root 4, which is just 2. On bottom, I'm going to get root 5 times root 5 is root 25, that's 5. And then that's going to give me positive root 10. This is going to give me negative root 10. So those cancel out. And that's going to give me minus root 4, which is 2. So 5 minus 2. So clean up your problem. No like terms on top, so you can't combine. On bottom, it's going to be 3. There's your answer. This one is, these get a little tougher, but take your time with them. Minus 4 root 3. If you need your teacher to, we can help you. Okay, so let's multiply the top out. So that's going to give me 15 root 4. Let's just keep it like that. The root 4 is going to break down in a moment. That's going to give me negative 12 root 6. And then I'm going to distribute here. That's going to give me 5 root 2. And then that's going to give me 4 root 3 on top. On bottom, are you starting to realize that the middle terms cancel out? So basically, it's just this and this multiplied together. So that's going to give me 25 root 4 minus 16 root 9. Now we can start cleaning some stuff up. So that's going to give me 2, which is 30, minus 12 root 6, plus 5 root 2, and then plus 4 root 3. That's all done. On bottom, that's going to give me 2, so that's 50, because 5 times 2, that's 3. 16 times 3 is minus 48, and 50 minus 48 is 2. If each of these numbers were even, I could reduce, but I can't. That's our answer right there. All right, so this will be the homework. So go ahead and complete this. The video will continue with these. Multiply top and bottom by root 3, so I'm going to get 2 root 3 over root 9, which is 3. Those don't reduce. It's done. Multiply top and bottom by root 7, so root 35. That does not break down to any perfect squares. That's going to give me root 49 on bottom, which is just 7. This I'm going to multiply by 6 root 11 and 6 root 11. So that's going to give me 18 root 33. And it's going to give me 36 times root 121. Root 21 is 11. So I'm going to get 18 root 33 and multiply these together. So that's going to be 396. And it looks like 2 goes into there, 2 goes into there. And I think 3 goes into there, and 3 goes into there. That's going to be 428. Nope. My answer is just going to be the root 33 over 396. That's my answer. It didn't reduce any further. Multiply top and bottom by 7c. Okay, so 7 times 12 is 84. So 84c. That's under the radical. And then root 7c times root 7c is root 49c squared, which is 7c. You can break 84 down. 84 is going to be 4 times 21. So on top, I'm going to get 2 root 21c over 7c, and it won't reduce outside at all. I'm going to multiply this one. If you wanted to on this one, root 6, 2 goes into there, 2 goes into there. So I'll multiply top and bottom by root 3. So I'm going to get 2 times 5, which is 10, root 3 over 3, because root 3 times root 3 is root 9. Root 9 is that. This one I can't really reduce, but I know that 16 is a perfect square. So multiply top and bottom by root 2. You could have done root 8, but you'd have to reduce at the end. So you're going to get that, which is going to give me 3 root 14 over 4. This one, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by third root of 25 and third root of 25. So on top, I'm going to get 5, third root of 25 over, that's going to give me third root of 125, which is 5. The outside 5s cancel. So I'm going to get third root of 25 on top. On this one, I want third root. So I know that root 8 is going to work. So I'm going to get, these are third roots, both of those. So I'm going to get third root of 14 over third root of 8. Third root of 8 is 2. So on top only, I have root 14 over 2. And then we're getting to our conjugates. Put that in parentheses, 8 plus root 5 and 8 plus root 5. So distribute that. That's going to give me 16 plus 2 root 5. On bottom, I'm going to get 64 minus root 25. Root 25 is 5. So that's going to give me 64 minus 5, which is 59. That will not reduce. Put that in parentheses, multiply top and bottom by root 2 minus root 3. Top by the same thing, root 2 minus root 3. So on top, I'm going to get root 12 minus root 18. Bottom is going to give me root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which is 2. And that is going to give me root 9. Root 9 is 3. So 12 breaks down to 4 and 3. So the square root of 4 is 2. 2 square root 3. That's going to be the same thing as 9 times 2. So that's going to give me minus 3 root 2 all over negative 1. Distribute this negative here and here. And so that's going to give me negative 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2. And there's our answer. These last two are pretty tough, but let's squeak through them. So multiply by the bottom. So FOIL the top, I'm going to get root 18. That's there. That's going to give me plus 2 root 60. That's going to give me minus 3 root 15. And that's going to give me minus 6 root 50. On bottom, I'm going to get root 3 times root 3 was root 9, which is 3. And then minus 4 root 100. So root 100 is 10. So on bottom, that's going to give me 3 minus 40. So that's going to give me negative 37 on bottom. On top, 18 breaks down to 9 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3, so I get 3 root 2. Root 60 is going to break down to 4 times 15. Square root of 4 is 2. Multiply to the outside, so that's going to be 4 root 15. And let's see. I have to check my, that's what root. That's going to be 3 root, that's a 15. Okay, that's not going to break down at all. Minus 3 root 15 minus, that's going to be 25 times 2, which that's going to give me 5. Multiplied by the outside, 30 root 2. So let's clean it up a little bit. These are like terms, so it's going to give me negative 27 root 2. On bottom, those are going to give me plus root 15 or 1 root 15 over negative 37. And then ask your teacher to work out the last one for you. That's it. That's how your homework would have been worked out. Next time we'll do RAD 6. Have a great day. Take care of one another.